Alright, welcome back to the Xtool Hotshot Adventures. I was asked to do a kind of a follow-up video on this Xtool A30M. It's got a cool little button on either side and it lights up. Anyways, we're going to plug it in here and working on a Kia Soul. There we go. It's in there. Let's get this key in the ignition. And then, this is the app here. Any scan. And then, hold on here. Alright, hopefully this works out. So I got it plugged in. Turn on the Bluetooth of your phone. And look for your A30M, and then that's basically your serial number. I got it connected. And then you'll see it, maybe blue for Bluetooth is connected down there. Swipe out of that. Go back into the AnyConnect app. It's kind of hard to do it through the phone. Key is on. And I already went into updates here. It's kind of hard to do, record phone to phone. I just went into the search box. I went into Kia. I already downloaded it. So I already downloaded, make sure I had the latest Kia update, we'll call it. Cancel. Back out of that. We can do the auto scan, I guess. I haven't done the auto scan before. I always just go into diagnostic and I just go right in from there. So let's see what auto scan wants to do. Sorry about the cell phone there, kind of figuring out lighting and such. Alright, so it says he's on the following package, which we have done. Alright, maybe I gotta close the app and reopen it, because I already did download it. Let's try the auto scan one more time. Kind of see in the corner there if I can get it to focus. Bluetooth is connected. The auto scan doesn't work. Alright, let's see. We don't care. We'll just do diagnostics. One sec here. Alright, so now it's reading, and now it asked me that I wanted Hyundai. So we're doing that now. Try auto scan again. Didn't have this many issues when I used my Android. I'm doing this up. There we go, finally. Alright, it says Kia. I do want USA. Okay. Let's do system selection because I already know. So basically what we're doing here was driving, and she felt like the car was driving and like the brakes were being applied, and big loss of performance. And she had the traction control light popped on in the bottom corner. And I'm like, alright, possibly wheel speed sensor. And then, so I checked all that, took it for a drive. You have all sorts of options in here. Let's see, engine control. Alright, read the errors. There's the PO335. Just tells you right there, there's your crankshaft position sensor, which made sense. You can actually go into like live data. This is originally what I did first because I thought, okay, wheel speed sensor. So I went into these functions here. I mean, there's tons of stuff in here. Ejectors. You can do look for misfire codes. I thought, fortunately, not necessarily. There's knock sensor. There's misfire counters. Didn't really see a thing in here for crank to necessarily watch that. I forget where I was to see my wheel speed sensor. I was kind of messing with it the other night, trying to figure it out when I did find it. Trans axle. Live data. I mean, there's so much stuff in here, it's overwhelming. Electronic stability control, that sounds like maybe where it would be. Live data. There we go, that's where I found it. Wheel speed sensor, left, right, left, right. And then I took it for a drive, you know, trying to keep an eye on it, and everything was perfect. And I could have saved myself a whole lot of hassle last night. I just went right here and just read the DTCs, diagnostic something codes, diagnostic trouble code. Too many initials to remember some days. Anyway, so that's where we're at on this. This is on an iPhone. Just have to activate it and such. Other cool function, as others have pointed out. Let's see if I can get it up there. It does show your voltage. So, turn the car off. We'll just unplug it for now. In the meantime, we're gonna get this car fixed. And went to the good old zone, the auto zone. Got a crank position sensor there. And we're gonna get that replaced. And briefly show you here. So I have to get all the stuff off yet. That's the next step I was working on. I kind of got it up on a Harbor Freight jack. So like your oil filter is like right here. The crank sensor is just to the driver's side, right on the front of the motor, and then there's a wire. Fortunately, this is in my way. I'm gonna try and see if I can do it through this hole. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to like get all these little plastic screws and such off, and there's like under lights on here. So let me get this down so I can get access to it, and we'll go from there. Alright, so we got the cover down, bunch of 10mm screws and bolts. Got them down. There's a couple, there's like 3 push pin clips. These guys, got those out. Use a screwdriver, whatever various tool you want to use to get them out. And then oil filter towards the driver's side. There's your sensor. And then that goes up, and then you'll have this metal bar. You'll have this bracket which is snapped in there. Have fun. Pliers, screwdriver, whatever you want to use to get it out. That probably took me longer than everything else. And then this wrapped behind this harness, and it went up. And then there's your connector. It's like a little push connector. You can't really see it, I don't think. But you just gotta push on it, or you can use a pick and get in here and just lift up slightly, wiggle it off. This has a little slide groove in it. Let's see. There's a bracket there, it's slid on. So we're just gonna then 10mm, get this bolt out. Just wiggle, pry, twist slightly, and then it'll come out. There's your sensor. Sorry. Yep, there's your sensor. Wiggle, twist, pry, pull. In my case, when I pulled mine out, the little O-ring did not come off with it. It kind of stayed stuck. In there, so I had to just pull that off. Alright, let's get the next one. And here's the new one. There's the O-ring. I just kind of stuck my pinky in the hole where it came out of. Threw a little lubricant on there. Reverse order. Wiggle and push and get the seat in there. And then we'll do the same. We'll get this all tucked up there. I don't have my stand and it won't fit under the car where I'm at, so give me a second. And there we have it. Got it back in there, got the 10mm back in. Just tighten it up, just just snug. I don't know, like 8-inch pounds or something if you wanted to. Just tight. It's plastic and aluminum. It doesn't need much. It just kind of holds it there. Got the clip back in. Got it up on the rail there. Plug back in. Let's see if I can't. So there you have it. Plug back in. So we're gonna get it buttoned up. We're gonna get the cover back up. Get a jack back down. And start it up. See if the code clears. Alright, got the cover back up. Go back to the diagnostics here for Kia. Wait for it to resync. Alright, we want the USA. Sold PS for plus, sorry. This is a 17. It's got the 2-liter. System select. Engine. Pending, so let's go ahead and fire it up. The other thing I did notice is when I was running, the tach was sitting at 0 the whole time it was running, so let's fire it up. Alright, so first good thing, we have a tach. So we are at least reading something. Alright, let's see. See if it'll let me clear it or not. Cleared, reread them. None found, alright. Car feels like it's running alright. It ran okay even with the issue, but like I said, when I was driving it, I told him, like, did you not notice your tach was not operating? Of course not. Anyways, no DTCs, so let's go back. Let's do an automatic scan. I'm going to let it scan everything. Let's see what that's about. And then when you're in the middle of scanning too, you can just pause it. And just go right in the diagnostic and see what's going on. Huh, don't know what that means. Can signal error. And that's basically if you want to do it, save your code, I guess. Trouble code, we'll hit the little plus. Pull up the internet. And can wrong message. Anyone know what this means? Pretty sure this is all relating to. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to clear that. I think it's all related to that sensor being messed up. And then we'll just have to wait and see if it comes back. Go ahead and continue the scan. And it already got refreshed. It already refreshed to pass. Overall, the Xtool A30M, not a sponsor, just call it what it is, a backyard mechanic here. Trying to keep my own vehicles running. Etc, etc. Not sure why keeps pausing here. Keep scanning, keep scanning. I forget how much I said I paid for this thing. I think it was like 150 bucks or something. So far, worth it. Absolutely. I was looking at the blue driver, as I mentioned in my original video about this device. I don't know how many of these things it looks like. I'm at 12 of 21. I'm not going to sit and waste you guys' time. Let me confirm yes. Let me do an auto scan, see if it blows through this a little quicker here. Instead of me hitting continue 20 times. It's running fine. This car is sitting here running smooth. Currently there's no codes. 5 of 21. Well, I'll just come back here in a minute. Alright, well, I did end up finishing here. Only went to like 12. Nothing going on there. System selection. See, I thought there was... Maybe there isn't. Guess it depends on the vehicle. That there would be an option for like special functions. I know some vehicles do have special functions. I didn't notice it in the list here. Guess not. Anyways, but so there's replacing the crank position sensor on a 2017 Kia Soul Plus 2-liter, and kind of a little bit more in depth using the AnyScan app for Xtool's A30M scanner. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Gonna get everything closed up, packed out, get on with my night as it's getting late. Thanks.